am Deathtronhammer, and welcome to the cyber campaign of Let's Play Starsiege. With me tonight is RM2K Midi. Yup. So anyway, we continue on with our missions on the closest planet to the sun. Let's begin.
Problem. Scout units have discovered human and animal supplies in subterranean bunkers. Assessment. Human animals must not be allowed to access these supplies. Solution. Detaching your unit to destroy these supplies is the most efficient strategy. Eliminate human bunkers.
Will do.
Hurt. Maim. Kill. Acknowledge. Submit.
I'm always hurting, maiming, and killing. Duh. What if I'm not hurt, maimed, and generally killed?
Jamming.
Alright.
Engaged.
Oh yeah. I'm so used to thinking of WASP as the arrows to move. It makes the most sense because right now I'm clustered together, viewers at home, with the arrow keys and my mouse. I mean, you get used to it after a bit, but I know.
With Starsiege, there's absolutely no option for remapping your keys. You just have to take what they give you. And they don't even really tell you that well. I had to go look up things online. You viewers had to tell us the map and the views. You go dig up that book.
Alright, I'll just give it a shot, this. No idea, because, years ago when we actually had the physical, real CDs of this game, of course, as I mentioned in the first video of the human campaign, it came with a huge book detailing, like, what led to the Earth Siege, what happened after the Earth Siege, the events pretty much leading up to what's going on here. I mean, I remember it all because I read it over and over and over, and honestly, because it was, well, good bathroom reading material. Sorry, it's the brutal honesty I'm giving here, but anyway, so yeah, I know it, and as stated in the first video of the human campaign, as time goes on, I'll go more into explaining the backstory, what's going on, but there's quite a lot, so I'll probably edit out, well, not edit, but skip things which I don't feel are relevant to what's going on. And frankly, a lot of it is unmentioned in the game. So, heck, I'll reward you here right now, and I'm not sure if I've entirely mentioned it, but Herbeck Weathers is actually not Herbeck Weathers. He's actually Solomon Peterson's son's cyberbrain planted in Herbeck Weathers' body at the young age of 5 when he got into a car wreck that made the poor kid brain dead. And the Weathers family is pretty prominent, so they saw a chance of, well, we'd have the Emperor's son being able to influence this preeminent family. Wham bam, Herbeck Weathers isn't Herbeck Weathers. But you will see, get no mention of this in the game.
Jamming. Engaged.
But here's the thing, there are other people, if you're in that book, who also have the brain that lets them go forever. That's the immortal, the Emperor is one of them, just he refuses to go into a new body, and is the only publicly known Emperor, and people don't know about the cyber brains. So they think he's some divine god. As opposed to what Prometheus gave him that cyber brain. And what caused Prometheus to rebel
equals joy.
to rebel was touching his creator's mind and seeing how fragile and weak and so base humans are. But I'll go more into that later. But yeah. Anyway, back to Herbeck. Thing is with people who switch bodies, there's a condition because of that called cell memory drift. So even though, you know, yeah, you're this person, you've always been this person, da-da-da-da-da. Being in a new body rubs off on you. you're, as much as you'd like to believe, you are. Whoa! I thought I destroyed the generator. All right, this is not good. I guess I should be paying more attention to what I'm shooting at as opposed to talking. But it's important, I believe, for you to know that. Okay, I've destroyed the Gorgon once again, and here's the base. So, destroy the command facility. I'll destroy the bay. Now, I'm guessing from the looks of it, I didn't destroy this generator. Although I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I overlooked it. Maybe, since it looked stupid and boxy enough, that I thought it was already destroyed. So, whatever. We shouldn't have any problems with those turrets again. And if we do, I'll moidalize them.
Speaking of turrets, have you ever played Cyberstorm 2? It's a strategy game based on this universe.
Takes place many years after the events of this game.
I just think it's cool. You can lay down turrets on your own base, and often you'll get attacked, and you have to defend your own bases. As far as strategy games, Cyberstorm 1 and 2 are really solid. It's just a shame they didn't continue the series.
It was around that time, wasn't it around that time that SEAR collapsed?
SEAR got bought up because they had Half-Life going. Whoever bought them didn't value any of the other properties that SEAR had. They kind of toyed with Tribes. They didn't care about Earthsiege, Starsiege. And those King's Quest adventure games and things like that never got made again, it seems like.
So yeah, the last King's Quest that was made was King's Quest 8. AKA the Dork's Adventure. First-person Dork Adventure.
You know that part of the engine that was used to make King's Quest 8 is implemented in this game too?
Really?
Yes, and Tribes.
Fascinating.
It's the same first-person engine.
Fascinating, Captain. Although I can see that now. I mean, now that you mention it.
Except Starsiege is way cooler.
Well, of course, it got Mark Hamill. Notice that there's a difference in the power of my lasers if I let them fully charge.
I didn't notice that.
You notice the different sound as well?
Yeah.
So anyway, where was I before I unceremoniously died to those turrets before? About Harabeck?
Harabeck's not really Harabeck.
Yeah. Talking about his cyber brain. Anyway, these turrets are not offline, but are easy to kill. If I follow the same repetition of poking my head out like a turtle, back. Despite this being an agile machine, it still suffers from thinking it's time to go backwards. Anyway, but yeah, there's a condition called cell memory rift where the body rubs off. I know I mentioned that. So because of that, it'll cause dissent. The person will change. In essence, it does cause an identity crisis because am I still the me that I originally was, or am I more this person now? But yeah, cargo ship, but that's no big deal.
They won't make it out of orbit.
Anyway, because of cell memory rift, though, it does cause growing escalating tensions between Harabeck and Peterson. Mainly, a good chunk of that is because Herbeck feels guilt. Because he feels like an imposter. You know, he's not actually Kanan's brother, etc., etc. Back. And that's why Peterson reacts the way he does to Herbeck revealing, oh yeah, I'm actually Herbeck Weathers, the Weathers family. And so that's why the Emperor goes, okay, you want to play this game? Fine. Here's the Imperial Knights. Have fun with them. Because he's treating Herbeck like a petulant child. And is overreacting as such. If it was any other Imperial Knight, Peterson would have stayed calm, go, fine, enjoy being on that barren planet, I don't care. But he wants to discipline his son. And Kanan Weathers, of course, is like, yeah, I'm down for this because he's pissed at the person he believes is his brother. And Herbeck does see Kanan as his brother. He really does. Let my shields regenerate. But as you notice with the turrets, it's just a case of repetition. Go out, shoot, shoot, bang, bang, back up. Go out, shoot, shoot, bang, bang, back up. Some damage to the guns, but I'm pretty sure that's the last turret. I don't need to shoot this thing down, but I want to. It's principle. I'm a cybrid. No, he's already too high for my guns. Fine, I'll destroy your stupid crane. Yeah, that's right. How do you like that? Your stupid satellite dish. No more satellite TV for you! Ha ha ha, there goes your 400 channels. No more HBO for you. Somewhere out there, a lonely janitor who's watching Skinamax is crying. Now destroy your food!
It's like exterminating rats. You're destroying their food source.
Yep.
Then you're going in and killing them.
It makes sense. It follows their philosophy.
Yeah.
Where the hell is who the one? Oh, hi, turret.
Oh, hey there. Hi, Tommy. What's up?
Tell me what's up. It was so sure.
Oh, hi. What a funny story.
This strange technology is taking control of me. Lucy, I'm home!
It's almost like they were expecting this place to get sieged at some point.
What?
You just stood too close to it when you were blowing it up.
But it was food!
But it has to explode into flames no matter what you're blowing up.
Anyway, and welcome back. I've destroyed those evil, evil food crates. A greater weapon than humanity to the cybrids. Freaking die!
Beast Wars! Roar!
Hey, do you remember that episode of Beast Wars where Rat Trap was put in charge?
Yes.
And I'm remembering when they were voting, like, because Dinobot was also contesting it, like, no, I want to be in charge, I'm Dinobot. And so they held the votes, and there were 2 votes for Rat Trap, 2 votes for Dinobot. I always wondered who voted for who. I mean, we know Dinobot and Rat Trap voted for themselves respectively.
Yeah.
But who did Rhinox vote for? Who did Cheetor vote for? My guess is, Cheetor voted for Rat Trap, because Cheetor's kind of like, it's this high.
It's landing right on top of you.
I would have just quit the Let's Play for the night if a cargo ship landed on me and killed me.
In fact, that's their last desperate move to destroy you.
Land on him! Wow. But anyway. But yeah, Cheetor is like young, naive, like, no! All Predacons heroes!
He's kind of friends with Cheetor. I mean, with Rat Trap too.
Yeah. So I'm guessing Rhinox voted for Dinobot. Now for the long trek back, which is utterly pointless, but whatever. Anyway. Yeah. So, makes me wonder then, does, like, Rhinox share some of the same aesthetic that Dinobot does? Like, or maybe, no, maybe he sees them as inexperienced, like they don't have leadership qualities. And Dinobot, like, well, the guy is honorable, and
he was second in command of the Predacons when they landed.
Exactly. He has a command experience, and secondly, he wouldn't backstab us because he's leading us. It would make no sense. Besides, as him being a Predacon, he'd know their tactics. He'd know their things. He'd know their way of thinking. And Rhinox is smart. Rhinox always looked at the bigger picture. But because of that constantly looking at the bigger picture, Rhinox does become evil in Beast Machine. Spoiler alert! But yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it in the last 10 years.
Boo fucking who.
Yeah. You probably should have seen it by now if you're a fan.
Yeah.
And the people that don't care about Beast Wars, you should see it. It's worth seeing. It's interesting.
It's a fun show. It's a fun romp. It doesn't really get too deep. I mean, occasionally it will. And its morals, as I remember, aren't very heavy-handed. It's just introspective, like, this is the, robot condition. I was gonna say human condition, but they're not human. Oh yeah, do you remember the episode where, Tigertron's like, we must accept our B-sides, and da-da-da-da-da, and do these things, and they're like, yeah, you're right. And that's the moral of that episode. But they never utilized the lessons learned from that episode again. That issue never comes up.
Just they had some weird virus that was making them go crazy, and the animal sides were taking over, and he made them embrace their animals. So when they became non-animal, did the animal side die?
You mean that transmetal thing?
Yeah, transmetal or
yeah, you know, yeah, you're right, mate. Huh. Yeah, maybe their animal side died, although that would completely, like, contradict the lessons learned in Beast Machines. Like, no, you gotta embrace all things organic. Come on, you can send me away now, thank you.
Neutralization of human animal reserve supplies has undermined their efforts to rearm. The core directive advances within acceptable parameters. Your efficiency is recorded. Acknowledged. Maintained. Remain with Nexus. Prepare to deploy for new phase of core directive.
Your rank is now Devout Standard.
How religious! In any case, hope you enjoyed this mission 2. Have a wonderful night.
Good night.